Hi, I think we can start. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining us today for this session on career pathways after BCom and MCom. We are really glad to have you all here. Before we dive in, let me take a minute to tell you who we are. We are both 360, and honestly, our whole reason for existing comes down to one belief. Commerce should be a natural career choice as engineering or medicine. Too many students pick a stream because it feels safe without really knowing what's on the other side of it. And we exist to change that by helping commerce graduates and working professionals build real global careers through certifications like CPA, CMA, CFA, CGMA, CIA, EA, and US taxation. What makes us different is that we don't just teach theory. Everyone who trains with us learns from faculty who are practicing professionals themselves and people who are actually doing the work. And they're not just an educator. And we don't really just stop at the exam. We stay with our students through interviews, resumes, and the soft skills, the whole package that really helps you get hired. Now, there's no one better to walk you through what these career paths actually look like than the person who has built Board 360 from ground up. I'm really happy to introduce Sagar Bajaj, our founder and academic head. Just a little bit about him. He's a dual licensed CPA in both US and Australia and holds an MBA in finance and has close to a decade of industry experience, including running his own CPA firm. Um, but if you ask him, he'll tell you his real job is making sure commerce gets the respect it deserves, and every student who walks through our doors gets a shot at a career they're genuinely excited about. So that's it for me. I think Saga sir, over to you.
Thanks, Rishi. Hi, guys. Uh, Hope everyone is doing great. Thank you for joining the webinar. Today I will be discussing about what are the global career paths after BCom, MCom, and even like if you are in a commerce field, if you have chosen commerce as your core subject, then what can be you can say a change that can be there in your career that can take you to new heights, right? That can help you in grow faster than others who are not into such courses, right? Before entering into that, I just wanted to inform you guys that we at Board 360 have a privilege to get a strategic alliance with Japan. We there's the CPA Excellent Partners. This is uh, education edtech company, I would say. It's an edtech company in Japan for Japanese CPA plus US CPA, who is having more than 80% market share in Japan, right? So we have a privilege to become their sole partner in India to accelerate the commerce industry in India, right? So our aim, our vision is to have all the students, all the commerce professionals to have one platform where they can get everything, right? From getting just the assistance of what courses are there to get them placed in the MNCs, Big Fours, and at global level. Plus, another thing is if they want to start their own journey, if any commerce professional wants to start their own practice, that also we can help at global level with the help of CP Excellent Partners. So they are currently present in Japan, Singapore, Philippines, and India. And we are expanding to US, UK, and other countries as well in the physical format. However, virtually or remotely, yes, we are present since we are providing US courses, UK courses, and other such practical trainings. Now, what this webinar aims to achieve, first of all, clarify career options you have. So we will help you in clearing your doubts, whatever you have, like which course is better for you. So there are several courses available for the commerce students. So like we have in India, most of the students generally know about CA, MBA, more or less like CS, right? Or CMA nowadays, Indian CMA. Now, that is not the case, right? There are so many global courses available in the market, which you can do it while being in India, right? And even the scope after doing such courses, the scope is such that you can be in India and do that courses, right? So we will discuss about those things. Then again, what are the global opportunities available? Like I myself being a US CPA presented in India and have businesses all over the world, right? So I'm doing the bookkeeping, taxation, financial advisory, everything while being in India, uh, fully remotely and very successfully. So that is something that we will be discussing about. Then uh, how to connect the skills to the roles. So this is something which we started with. The Board 360 started with engaging people. So what we identified was that people, even after getting the such licenses or course certification, they are not ready for the job, right? They were considered as a complete fresher. They will have to fight for getting the job in the market, right? So we built such a course wherein for each of our course, we have a dedicated practical training with that, which will help you in understanding the software and tools that are used to do that work, right? So that is something which we have a USP in, right? And then we will introduce our programs, like what all the programs we have. We have our training programs and certification programs. Then again, how we can guide you to be like real world expert, right? So these are some things which we will aim to achieve through this webinar, mainly for the commerce students, right? So moving ahead, now why global careers in commerce? First of all, it is high in demand. Obviously, as I told you, I myself is running a CPA firm. It's not just a CPA firm, it's a global firm. We are present almost in all the countries. If I start counting, I may not be able to remember all the countries, but to start with, I have clients from US definitely, then UK, Canada, Germany, Netherlands, France, Japan, China, Vietnam, Africa, Singapore, Australia, New Zealand, and of course, India. So this is what you can achieve while being in India. You don't have to go anywhere, right? And of course, if you want to go somewhere, then also it opens the door for that. But definitely, if you don't want to leave your family and you want to stay in India and earn in different currencies, that is right possible from India itself. Then this helps you in getting the the global certification, which helps you in opening the doors for the different countries. You can travel there, you can make clients over there, you can work there, you can have a better recognition in those countries, right? As compared to the Indian certifications. Obviously, Indian certifications are also good, but these days, since everything is global, it's better to have a certain global certification along with the Indian certification so that you are not confined only with the Indian market, when everyone is going global. Remote opportunities, as I told you, remote opportunities are numerous, right? So you can find uh, work through, like, you can find freelance work, you can find remote jobs given by the different accountants in the world. And yes, 3x or 8x salary growth is definitely there because of that opportunity is available. Because uh, because first of all, because of the forex rate. So obviously, if you are getting something from US, like, you will getting it in dollars, right? So obviously it will be 95 times what you can earn here, right? Same way, if we talk about the UK, Europe, anywhere. So you can work anywhere and earn extra, because anyway the pay scale is also better than in India. So earn in different currencies, and you can spend in Indian rupees and have a major profit margins over there. So that is something that can help these global careers with you. Now, this is a commerce career map. So if you are in commerce, now I have segregated certain countries. I have identified certain countries over here which which are easy to tap, right? Easy to get clients and easy to work right from India. Okay. So US, UK, Ireland, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and of course India. So these are the countries where you can easily do the work while being in India. You don't have to go anywhere, because the reason is all the compliances, be it right from company incorporation to tax filing to bookkeeping to financial advisory, everything is online, right? So you don't have to be in that particular country to do such work. Plus, because of the higher cost in their respective countries, many people are transferring their work from their respected countries to majorly three countries. One is obviously the topmost is India, then Pakistan and Philippines. So these are the three countries where the people from US, UK, Canada, Australia are very much willing to outsource their work, or even the direct clients are willing to give their work in these three countries. And amongst these three countries, India is the topmost in terms of quality and prices. Pakistan and Philippines are good with the prices, but not with the quality. So India is the first and foremost choice for all of these countries, or the citizens and the companies of these countries who are willing to give their work in India, right? And they are looking through online routes only. There is nothing like you need to have a referral, you need to have certain connection. All you need is to have a right platform from where you just need to upload your profile and get the clients, right? So there are different platforms which we also help you in getting your profile ready and get the work right from there. Now, uh, if we talk about other countries like China, Japan, or Africa, or Singapore, these are like, you may have certain demand over there, but it is not that easy to tap into these countries, because you need local person over there, because half of the you can say the work is done manually, just like it was like in India before, right? So you have to go to the government offices to submit the applications and so forth. So because of that, US, UK, Ireland, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, these are the countries which you should tap to get more and more work. And these, out of these, US is something where the demand is too high, right? So even if in next 1 year, more than you can say if 50 to 60,000 accountants or tax professionals are produced by India, then also there will be huge amount of demand for other accountants and professionals as well. So the demand is huge, but the supply is less. Hence, we will get the work at least for next, I would say, 20 to 30 years for sure. Now, as a commerce student, first of all, I would like to like explain that the commerce students can go into either accounting field or finance field. Okay. So this is a roadmap that can help you in understanding which course is better for you. Okay. So if your interest is in so first of all, you need to know the difference between accounting and finance, right? So that you know that whether accounting is your core strength or finance is your core strength or your core interest, right? So if we talk about accounts, in accounts, again, it is divided into two, financial accounting and management accounting, right? So accordingly, there are three domains for commerce students to go into. First, financial accounting. Second, management accounting. Third, finance, right? Now, if we talk about financial accounting, in financial accounting, core areas which you can think of is bookkeeping, that is financial statement preparation, tax accounting, and audit and attestation. So these are the three core areas if you are like if you have any interest in becoming a tax professional. So many students have interest in calculating the taxes, right? So they can go into tax accounting. Many people have interest in audit. So again, they should go for financial accounting domain, right? So, and many people are interested in journal entries, ledgers, and P&L balance sheet preparation. So, any of these, if you have any interest in any of these, then just look into financial accounting domain. Forget about management and finance. Okay. So that's how you can choose or eliminate certain courses yourself, right? Like you can say if you are good in budgeting in the sense like calculating the cost and seeing how much budget you need, right? So forget about financial accounting courses, forget about finance courses, focus on management accounting, right? So two things that you need to keep in mind with before selecting your domain is first your strength, like what strength you have, whether you are good in bookkeeping, whether you are very good in preparing the journal entries, like whatever journal entry is asked, you know how to do it, right? Or whether you are good in calculating the cost of a product, right? Or whether you are good in analyzing the financial statements, right? So accordingly, you can decide your domain. First is this, like what you are good in, what is your strength. Second, what is your interest? So sometimes strength and interest may contradict as well. Like you know that you are good in bookkeeping, but your interest is in financial modeling, right? So in such cases, definitely we can help you in identifying whether you should go with the interest part or with your strength part, right? Plus, now uh, this is about selecting the domain. Another thing that you need to keep in mind while selecting the domain is look accounting domain as something which is related to the past transactions. Okay. So whatever has happened in the past is something that you will be dealing with. You don't have any choice to change those numbers, right? Because that has already been done. If we talk about finance part is mainly related to the future. Like whatever has happened, based on that, what will be the future of the company? That is something finance will do. So again, this is another factor that you can consider while opting for whether you have to go for accounting or finance. Like whether you want to deal in past transactions or you want to deal in future transactions. So if past transaction is your area of interest, then go for accounting. If future transactions are area of interest, then go for finance. Okay. Then if we talk about financial accounting, as I told you, bookkeeping, tax and audit is there. And management accounting, core areas are cost accounting, budgeting, performance management. So if we talk about management accounting is mainly internal in nature in the company, right? So you will be dealing with mostly management accountants are required in manufacturing industry, wherein the company needs to identify the cost to produce a product. That is a core area if you are into management accounting. Okay. For finance, as I told you, it is about the future. So you have the past data. Now you are creating a financial modeling. Investment and portfolio analysis means majorly investment and portfolio can be for the corporate and for the personal, right? So finance, you can divide it into corporate finance and personal finance or individual finance. Financial modeling mainly will be a part of corporate finance. Investment can be in both, right? So companies also invest and individuals also invest. Now, investment can be in equity, can be in uh, you can say less risk investments, assets, right? Debt. So accordingly, you may enter into either analyzing the investment or doing the equity research, credit research. Then corporate finance and strategy. Corporate finance and strategy means how the corporate should have the finance, whether the company should take equity or debt and where to invest those finances. So that is something that you can go into. Then what are the financial risks? So if there is any, so here you will identify what risks are available and you will try to manage those risks related to the finances. So financial risk can be like, what if you are unable to pay the interest, or what if you are unable to pay the loan amount, right? Or there can be foreign exchange risk. There can be market risk, market interest risk. So those things we are dealing in FRM. Then mergers and acquisition and financial projection. So once, obviously you have to choose at one one core area out of these. So first, once you have, for example, you have chosen financial accounting, in that you have chosen tax accounting. So tax accounting is your core area, right? Now, I won't say that you should choose the country, right? So there are different countries available. For countries, I would suggest or I would advise that start with US. The reason for that is most of the US courses or US training can help you in other countries as well. In the sense, like it personally helped me a lot being a US CPA. I not just got the US work, I got many other work. So people mentality is that okay, if you are a US CPA, you have and you are in India or something like that, then you have the global purview of the accounting and finance, right? So accordingly, start with US and may you can do side by side or maybe after doing the US, after becoming the US professional, you can start with other countries as well. but US should be the number one. The another reason is demand is very much high in US. So those, even those who are present in UK, Canada, Australia, 80 to 90% of those people have their businesses in US as well. Okay. So that's the reason there is huge demand in US, and US should be your first uh, go-to country for any course. So certifications to consider. Now we come to the main topic, that is what certifications or what course is good for you, right? So as I have shown interest in tax accounting, first and foremost is USCPA. USCPA, of course, it is on the number one. The for all three areas, be it bookkeeping, tax, or audit, it is highly in demand, right? And since it is the course given by the world's number one powerhouse, that is USA, it has a dominance over all the countries in the world, right? So US CPA, now what are these? So these certifications, US CPA is equivalent to Indian CA. So as we have CAs in India, chartered accountants in India, in US we have certified public accountants, right? Now they have the power to sign the audit report. They have the power to do the tax filings, and they have the power to prepare the financial statement plus sign those financial statement. No other person than the CPA have that power. Like their signature has the value, right? So, and if you are from, like, if you have done BCom, MCom, you have gone through the rigorous studies of Indian school system, then you will find CPA very easy to clear. Okay. I myself have cleared it in 3.5 months effectively, right? So the reason for that is, first of all, exams are multiple choice. You don't have to write anything. Secondly, you don't have to cram anything. There is nothing to mug up. So you CPA exams or other countries' professional exams, these are something where you need to have understanding. If your understanding is good, you can definitely clear these exams. Okay. And plus, there are only 4 exams that you have to give in USCPA, which is like, I think, a piece of cake for you guys, because as an Indian student, we know how many subjects, how many hours we have to devote to clear even one exam, right? So even one, you can say degree program or diploma program or any certificate program, right? So you can become USCPA from maybe 4 months to 12 months, 18 months maximum. That is something a USP of this. And demand is so high that you can easily get uh, job or even remote work very easily. Then we have ACA and ACCA. This is mainly if you are in UK. If you want to go to UK, this is a UK program. The difference between ACCA and CPA is that as a ACCA, if you are not in UK for at least 1 year, then you are not, you don't have your sign does not have any power. You cannot sign anything. You cannot attest anything. So it's not of that use if you are not going in UK. So it will be better only if you have plans to go to UK at least for 1 year, 2 years, get the experience under ACA or ACCA, and then you can come back to India or wherever you want to go. At that time, you will have a good value. But in CPA, if even if you are in India, you have cleared CPA right from India. There are Prometric centers here from where you can give the exams. So uh, your signatures still have value even if you are not in US. Okay. So you can have your CPF firm in US without even going there. In fact, without even having a US visa. Or in then also you can easily uh, incorporate your company in US. IFRS certifications is in the third level because IFRS is mainly if you want to go into bookkeeping and financial statement preparation. So it will help you in, so IFRS is International Financial Reporting Standards. So International Financial Reporting Standard has been accepted by almost all the countries except US. So for US, you need to have US CPA or US GAAP certification. A GAAP is a generally accepted accounting principle. For rest of the countries, IFRS is good enough. And yes, US CPA and IFRS, US GAAP and IFRS both are acceptable in rest of the countries, but in US only US GAAP is acceptable. In some exceptions, IFRS is acceptable, but largely US GAAP is acceptable. Then we have CIA. CIA is for internal audit, certified internal auditor. So you can say it is one of the domain of CPA, right? So if you are not, if you are interested in audit and attestation, then CIA can be one good course for you. This is mainly US based, so US CIA. CISA is if you want to have something related to IT. So mainly most of the commerce students are not that good with the computers and tech, but if someone who has interest, then they can go for CISA as well. Then Canadian CPA, Australian CPA, these are good, but if once you are a US CPA, then you can automatically get Canadian CPA and Australian CPA by just paying the license fees. So it's better to go through that route that you are a US CPA and then just pay for the license and you become Canadian CPA and Australian CPA. Because it is not other way around. So if you are a Canadian CPA, then also you have to give 4 exams of US CPA and then only you will become US CPA. Right? Same for Australia. But for US, if you are a US CPA, then you don't have to give any exam in Canada or Australia. You through MRA, you can just get the license. Right? Then we have EA. EA is mainly if you want to go into tax accounting for US uh, people. Not just US people, I would say, not just US citizens or US residents, for all those who are anywhere in the world having certain income from US or companies in US. So you can tap all of those people, which are approximately 60 to 70% in each country. You will find such people. And so again, the target audience is very huge. Hence, EA will be useful if you don't want to go to CPA, like, okay, CPA is very much like lengthy, like 18 months or say 12 months it will take. So go for EA. EA takes only 3 to 6 months and only 3 exams are there only related to the taxes and you can become the EA. But this taxes is for US only. Then we have AICPA short courses. AICPA short courses are like certification courses that you can add value to your resume. Like AICPA is the CPA Institute, like American Institute of CPA, right? So just like we have ICAI, the CA Institute in India, in US, we have AICPA. They have more than 150 short courses available, right? and which are mainly for tax, audit, accounting, finance. So you can choose any such course to build your resume, build your profile. Then we have our flagship programs, that is practical training. So practical training, we help you guys in uh, training you on latest tools and software that uh, corporates are using, and we give you hands-on experience on that. You get access to that for practice that can help you in uh, clearing, help you in becoming the job ready, right? So our motto is to make you not just exam ready, but job ready. So that's what our USP is, right? So be it related to US taxes, be it related to US accounting, be it related to any other country's taxes, we help you in understanding the respected country's tax laws and how to use the software, which one is the best software that can be used in the terms of fees of that software plus usability, like how user friendly the software is. So these are, if you have selected the domain of financial accounting, then these are the courses that you should go for. Then we have management accounting. Management accounting, there are certifications like CGMA. CGMA is Chartered Global Management Accountant. It is governed by AICPA, CIMA. So AICPA and AICPA is a US body. CIMA is UK body. They have merged together and become AICPA, CIMA, which have launched this course, Chartered Global Management Accountant, which is recognized globally, right? So everywhere it is recognized. Currently, it has demand in UK, Sri Lanka, and Malaysia mainly. In India, it is a growing certification, not that grown, but yes, if you can have a first mover's advantage in CGMA if you choose for going into this. So there are different pathways available for CGMA, and mainly it can lead you from, you can say, uh, a manager to VP, vice president roles, majorly, right? So these are, CGMA is basically strategic exams. So people will consider you as a strategic partner or strategic manager in the company, right? Then USCMA. So USCMA is specifically for US. It is again certified management accounting. So it is mainly related to costing, budgeting. So all of these are anyways related to cost accounting and all. CMA is like again majorly used if you have to enter US manufacturing industry. Then US CMA is good. Indian CMA is good for Indian manufacturing companies, right? So if you want to enter Indian manufacturing, so again, in Indian manufacturing companies, US and Indian CMA both are good enough. Then company secretary, again, it's Indian course. If you want to go into, it is mainly related to companies, like private companies, internal matters. Then again, practical training. So practical training will be there in with every domain. So as I told you, it is our flagship, right? So this is something that we are proud to sell, or we are proud to give you along with the courses, right? So practical training plus, you can say, practical exposure as well, because since we have our own firm which has global work, be it financial accounting, management accounting, or finance, so everything is there in our company. We have all type of certification certified professionals uh, onboarded in our team. So there will be CPA, there will be ACA, there will be CIA, CISA, CGMA, CMA. You will find all of these, CFA, MBA Finance. So all of these you will find in our team. So that's the reason you can be a part of our firm to learn, to see how actually the things work. Right? Obviously, we will not share the real data with you because of obviously data security, but you will get a feel like how it works. For finance, CFA is the topmost, which is globally recognized, chartered financial analyst. Actuarial science with finance is another domain that you can go into, but obviously it is not that easy. If you are good in mathematics and statistics, then you may enter actuarial science with finance. Mainly, it will lead you to company valuation, insurance, and you can say something like uh, ESOP valuation, stock valuation, and such stuff. Then we have FMVA, financial modeling and valuation. Again, specific domain of CFA, which is focused only on like projections of the company. Another domain, FRM, financial risk management. Then MBA finance and PGDM in finance. These are okay. Like these days, it is just an add-on degree to build up your resume. And yes, of course, practical training to for these core areas are also present there for practical exposures. So these are the programs built for global careers that we have discussed, right? So first track is for the global professional programs, uh, CPA, CMA, CF. So these are the selected top courses, which if you are into any one of them based on the domain selection, then you can say that you are the number one credential holder, right? On the second track too, it is mainly the certification and training programs. We have US tax training. We have Power 5. In Power 5, we generally teach you Excel, Power BI, VBA, and Zoho. These are the software tools that every commerce student should be handy with for any kind of work or any kind of job, right? So this helps you in enhancing your skills. So this is something that I personally believe that every student should have this Power 5. Okay. Then US GAAP, SAP, these are the different software tools available for different domains, different core areas. So once you choose what domain you have to go into, we can guide you in identifying and mentoring you on that specific tool related to that particular core area. Then global accounting soft certification, as I told you, CPA, CMA are the global accounting certifications available. So we have, if we have to compare CPA and CMA together in this, for CPA scope is like audit, accounting, tax, as I told you, majorly into that. For CMA, management accounting, financial planning and analysis, costing. Eligibility for US CPA is BCom plus 1 or 2 years of experience, or MCom, MBA, or CA, CS, CMA. So these are the easier pathways. So if you have done these things, if you have done BCom, then also you are eligible. If you have BCom plus MCom, obviously you will be eligible. MBA, CA, CS, definitely you are eligible. For CMA, graduation is fine. Even if you are a graduate, then also you are eligible for USCMA. Although professional degree holders get an advantage, but graduation is enough for that. AICPA is the awarding body for US CPA, and IMA is the awarding body for US CMA. Generally, salary ranges from 8 to 20 lakhs per annum in India and $60,000 to $120,000 abroad. For CMA, it ranges from 6 to 18 lakhs and $50,000 to $100,000. CPA have 4 exams. Ideal student can complete it in 12 months. So on an average, so few can complete it in 4 to 6 months. Few can complete it in 16 to 18 months. Few can complete it in 12 months. So on an average, 12 months we can take, right? In CMA, there are 2 exams, part one, part two. CPA is ideal for global accounting, auditing, and US finance careers. CMA is ideal for corporate finance, costing, and all. Then, if you talk about global tax and finance programs, if you don't want to go into CPA, then you can choose EA, which is enrolled agent, which is like you can say authorized tax professional under IRS. IRS is US tax certification body. So the scope is you can enter into all types of US taxes, right? Eligibility, it is open for everyone, no commerce background. Even commerce background is also not required. Just your interest is required. Awarding body is Internal Revenue Service, which is nothing but the tax department of US. Salary ranges from 5 to 15 lakhs per annum in India, and abroad it is $55,000 to $90,000. There are 3 exams, as I told you earlier, which can be completed in 3 to 6 months. So again, it is ideal for those who wants the career in US taxes, which is demanded by Big Four and other MNCs as well. The demand is high for EA because those are like you can say people can get these comparing to the CPAs. If you see CPA salary ranges 8 to 20 and EA is 5 to 15. So for cost benefit analysis, EAs can be hired by those who cannot afford the CPAs. On the other hand, CFA is mainly for finance, right? So if you want to go into investment banking, equity research, portfolio management, then CFA is good for you. Eligibility is you can do it if you are a final year graduate student or a professional. CFA Institute is the awarding body. It is a US based body. Salary range 8 to 25 lakhs per annum. There are 3 levels of exams, level 1, level 2, level 3 that you need to give, which is ideal for finance, investment analysis, and global banking careers. Then we have CIA and CGMA. CIA is, as I told you, for internal audit. Eligibility is graduation is enough, ideal for CAs or CMAs. Awarding body is again US body, which is IIA. Salary range is 7 to 20 lakhs per annum. Three parts are there, part one, part two, part three, and it is ideal for those who wants to go into audit of US companies or any company for that matter. CGMA, on the other hand, can be done by the graduates, and if you have certain other degrees like MBA, CA, CMA, they have a different entry routes for them. So uh, based on the entry route, number of exams can be reduced. Salary range is 10 to 30 lakhs per annum. So it is mainly for business roles, CFOs, leadership qualities, leadership roles. Along with that, if you have such training certificates and certain software tool certificate, that makes you like a powerhouse. So you have license, you have training, you have practical exposure. So that makes you a powerhouse, right? So uh, nobody can beat you on that. be it in the job role or be it in the freelance role or be it in a your own firm role, right? So US tax and accounting, we provide all types of US tax uh, forms, whichever is used. We help you in understanding those forms. We help you in understanding how the return is filed or and prepared and filed. What software is used? We give you the Drake software for that, which is the US tax software. We are because we are the official Drake software training partner, right? So our certificate also will have Drake software logo, which is something valuable than like any other course in the market, right? Then again, very much high in demand in CPA firms or those firms which are dealing in US taxes. So these days, almost all CA firms have US taxation and accounting work in their firm. So they also need such people who are well trained in US taxes or US GAAP for QuickBooks and other software. Power 5 will help you in enhancing your day-to-day work in your company. So Excel, Power BI, VBA, Zoho Books, that keeps you over the edge in the company. Right? That keeps you out of the box. You can say a hero of the company. Right? That makes you that. So our program is powered by the topmost content providers. We have UWorld, Hawk International. So UWorld, if I have to tell you, like 2 to 3 years back, uh, there were three content providers who were on the top: Wiley, Roger, and Beckers. Specifically, I'm talking about CPA. Now UWorld acquired two of them. Wiley and Rogers were acquired by UWorld. Plus, they acquired the main instructor of they hired the main instructor of the third one, right? So that made UWorld number one content provider, a powerhouse where you will be able to get the top quality content, which helps you in clearing the exam in one go. UWorld content have 94% success rate, which is very huge, right? So there are smart way to learn. There are several questions. There are the way it is like structured is phenomenal. Same goes for Hawk. Hawk is good for CIA and EA. So again, number one is Hawk in terms of specifically in terms of enrolled agent, I would say. So what is the future of accounting and finance careers in India? Definitely, future is good in the sense that uh, if we talk about accounting and finance, both, in fact, uh, as I told you, although I've answered it before only, that you have CPA, CMA, CFA demand from all over the world. You have the demand in India as the number one country where you can create your own global capability center very easily. You can have good demand and it will only increase in future. Currently, demand is so much that in next 20 years, 30 years, we cannot see any downfall in this global careers. How can Indian students build global careers today? So, while being in India, you can enroll in on all of the courses that we have explained above. You have to give exams from India only, nearby your maybe nearby or somewhere not that far from your home, and we are there to help you and support you right from getting enrolled in that particular course till getting the getting placed or getting work or getting freelance or getting yourself settled in the global career, plus beyond that, like we help you even after you are settled, even after that. If you have any doubt, if you have any clarifications, we are available for you guys. What skills are companies expecting from freshers now? Definitely they need to know the practical part of it. Like they need to be yeah, they need to know the respected tools available in the market and how to use it promptly and efficiently. That is something which is expected by the companies, not just the one who have just cleared the exam, because clearing exam is totally different than how the work is to be done, right? So you need to have a good practical exposure before the companies can hire you, because companies expectations are high, especially in US taxation, because the demand for US taxation comes during the peak season. At that time they don't expect that they have to train you guys. They expect that you know and you just enter into the team and just do the work. So for that, people or the companies expect that you need to have a thorough exposure, or you have the proper knowledge of how the work is done. So you need to know what source documents are there which will be given to you and how to use them to do the task, right? So we make you independent, or independent in the sense that you don't have to depend on your seniors or on your colleagues or on your peers if something is given to you as a task. So that is our USP that we work on. Then how should students choose the right career path based on their strengths? As I told you, this I've already answered that based on the core strength and core interest. You first choose the domain and then the core area and then the course. Not directly the course based on, okay, my friend is doing this, I also do this. That is something that you should not do. Or something like this particular person is has influenced you enough that, okay, this is very good course, you will be settled. No, that is not how it should work. It should be something you should have a proper plan for that, right? Right from why you want to enter into that till you reach where you have to go and beyond as well. So your complete path should be planned, and it should not be like just one plan. We help you make plan A, plan B, plan C. Obviously, our main focus will be on plan A itself. That that needs to be achieved. But of course, many a times, many people may not get through that plan A. So we need to have plan B or plan C just in case, right? So we help you in guiding for that particular thing. So that's the way you should choose the career path. Even if you don't want our help, just go and do such analysis, your own analysis first, and then choose the right career, right? And then your advice for 12th BCom, MCom, MBA students and freshers. As I told you, don't focus on just one course. Don't focus on the your what your peers are doing. Focus on your strengths, and on the basis of that, and focus on your ambition, right? So how ambitious you are, how much interest you have to grow and what limitation you want to set, or what we call the aim you have to set for yourself. That is something you should do. Plan your career path and then move ahead instead of choosing the course and then deciding what to do next. It's better to decide first what to do and then choose the career. That should be my advice. So now we are open to the floor. So you can ask if you have any doubt, if you have anything in mind, please feel free to ask. Be it related to career choices, be it related to global opportunities, be it related to pathways, certifications, or the skills and jobs. Okay. So last point you mean to say the advice for 12th students at this 12th BCom MCom freshers? Okay. So my advice for 12th BCom MCom MBA students and freshers is to focus on planning your career before selecting any course. Okay, it's not that you just grasp whatever course you think is good in the market, you should go for that. It should be something like you first have a plan, like, okay, if I do this course, then where it will take me to? What are the scope available? Like whether it will take you to the job, whether it will take you to the business, freelance, or what, right? Because, for example, uh, if you have if you are planning to go, like if you have in mind that you want to start your own practice, right, and you chose CFA for that, where you went wrong is you don't know whether after doing CFA, whether it will be easy for you to get the clients or not, right? You want to start your own practice, so CFA is something which can lead you to getting the clients which are high net worth individuals, because CFA is something you will be dealing in, though in the wealth management, portfolio management, and wealth and portfolio is made by those who are ultra rich people, or those who have, you can say, those who have good net worth, right? So those who does not have good net worth, they try to do it themselves. They don't hire CFA for that. CFA will be hired by those people who does not have time but have money. So it's not that easy to get that audience as your clients, right? So it's very difficult. So, for example, if you have chosen CFA and later on, just because you thought that, okay, CFA is a good course, and later on you thought to start your own, you will be able to start the business only if you have good connections. If not, then you are stuck in the job itself. You cannot move from the job. So your main goal of entering into, like, having your own business is gone, right? So that's what I am trying to say is choose the career only after analyzing your aim, only after analyzing your strength, area of interest, and ultimate goal that you are looking for. Whether you want to retire as a maybe employee is also not bad, right? You may retire as a CEO or CFO of some company. So many people have a strength in doing work. Many people have a strength in making the work, like making giving the task to the others, right? So this is how you should choose. So you need to have a proper plan of action in mind before choosing any course. Got it? Welcome. So for this, we have student career analysis program. So student career analysis program is something like we have curated for the students, wherein we will analyze your strength, your area of interest, your aim, your ambition, and then we can guide you on probably three paths: plan A, plan B, plan C. And accordingly, we will help you in achieving those paths. That is what student career analysis program is all about, right? So, Shishi, you can take it over now, like for the next steps if you have anything in mind.
All right. Thank you so much, Sagar sir. I hope all of you had a great time and have some knowledge about what and where you can go next. If you have any, still have any doubts or questions, or if you want to know more, you can either reach out to us via phone, and the phone number is on display, or you can just drop us an email and we will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, and this concludes our session. Thank you everyone for being here. You've been a great audience. Um,
Thank you guys. Have a good day ahead.